and everybody's student athletes were kind of turned upside down. And I think our job as coaches is to kind of get them back on track. And, obviously, first and foremost, when they first got back home was to make sure that they were safe and healthy and in a place that they could continue to succeed. I think our jobs now as coaches is to give our student athletes some guidance and some direction on how to try and get back to some normalcy, for the betterment of them personally and the betterment of our teams. I think our biggest concerns right now as coaches is with our student athletes not on campus. We don't know what they're doing. I don't know if my guys are sleeping until 11 o'clock and sitting on the couch and watching Netflix for 10 hours in the Tiger King. That's my biggest concern. So when this first started, I got a bunch of my upperclassmen together, and we had a Zoom conference like this. And, we just kind of talked about how we can get everybody back on board to get into a daily routine of making each day count, for the betterment of them and for us as a team. I read Urban Meyer's book Above the Line a couple of years ago, and he had a saying in his book, E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals outcome. Obviously, the event that we're in right now is the coronavirus. Us as coaches, our teams, even everybody around the country, we cannot control that. It is what it is. The response, though, as coaches and as players, we can control. We can control our effort. We can control our attitude. We can control our focus to get to the outcome of becoming better. I truly believe that through difficult situations, if your mindset is right, you're going to be better on the other side when we get done with this. So I had one of my older guys, I had 4 guys on the call, and one of the guys was like, baseball season's over, and this doesn't sound great, but he's like, it's Corona season, let's go get it. So we put together an acrostic poem or an acronym using the word COVID. I got the rest of the team together the following day, and it was kind of something that they could look at every single day and how we want to kind of just help them, like I said before, get back to some normalcy. I think that's been the hardest part, not being on campus. When our kids are on campus, everything is so structured for them. They know when their class times are. They know when practice time is. They know when to lift. They know when to go to study hall. The hard part now is just getting them back onto a schedule. So what we did was we wrote out the word COVID, and I think this is something that you guys maybe could use for your team. But, for each letter, we put something in place that they have something to look forward to every single day when they get up. For C was communication. I want our guys to call each other every day to check in, just to make sure everybody's healthy, to make sure they're staying on top of their schoolwork, to make sure that they're doing something baseball related every single day, to make sure they're getting their lifting in. We partnered up our older guys with our younger guys, so every day somebody on the team is checking in. So it's just kind of a feeling, a little sense that they're still a part of something. I'm a big believer that a connected team is a more competitive team. And I think the more that we can keep our teams connected right now through this, the better we're going to be when they do get back together on campus. Second, for the O, we did it one day at a time. What are you going to do today to make yourself better? What are you going to do today to make our team better? And some of the responses that I've been getting from guys on what they're doing today is awesome. I had a pitcher the other day, ran 10 miles. I got guys that are making dinner for their parents that have never cooked before. So they're doing something every day to make themselves better, to make our team better, but they're kind of stepping outside their box a little bit to make the day important. For the V, we did visualize. I want my guys, whether it's a minute a day, 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, to visualize being in a game, visualize being around their teammates, visualizing some success, visualizing winning a MAC championship. I think anything that you're going to do in life that's great, you have to see it first. And I think for them to kind of just take a second every day just to visualize being back out there, I think eases their minds a little bit. For the I, we used investment. We're just, you really have to buy into investing the day-to-day grind of what we're trying to do here. And you're investing in the next 40 years of your life by attacking your schoolwork. You're investing in your body, which is going to help you be a better baseball player. But you're putting an investment into your team. And it's kind of some accountability that you're going to hold each individual on the team accountable for getting something accomplished every single day. And the last one is D. It's just don't waste the opportunity. I know the times are tough right now, and it's a difficult situation for everybody, but you have to embrace this as an opportunity to get better. This is not happening to you, it's happening for you. And I think our guys, we did this about 2 weeks ago, and I definitely think that it's helped them kind of get back to some normalcy, to get back to, part of feeling like they're part of a team again. And I think that was the difficult part the first couple of weeks, having the season taken away from them. They definitely struggled early on, but their attitudes have changed in the last couple of weeks, and I definitely think that has helped us. And I think that's something that maybe you guys might be able to put into your programs. Everybody's program is a little bit different. Every coach has their own system. But I think if we can pick and take a little bit from everybody else, we're going to become better coaches. Lastly, I'd like to talk about us. I think we have a really good opportunity as coaches and administrators to become better leaders for this. This was my 19th year of coaching Division I baseball, and I can't remember ever having any downtime. We're obviously still working now, recruiting, doing some stuff, but we do have some downtime. And I'm going to use the word reflection. We talk about this as a reflection every week, where one of my roommates in college was Brian Kane, who's one of the top mental conditioning coaches in the sport industry today. Works in Major League Baseball, the NHL, the NFL. And he always talks about the circle of success. Any great athlete or great coach is elite at preparation, is elite at performing, and they reflect. He kind of calls it PPR: preparation, performance, and reflection. And I think if I asked all the coaches and administrators on this call today, what do we spend the least amount of time doing? I think all of us would say reflection. As coaches, we're wired to keep moving forward. We're wired to make quick decisions. We have to when we're coaching. But right now, I think we have an opportunity to kind of take a step back and reflect and take a look in the mirror at who we are as coaches, who we are as people, who I am as a husband, who I am as a father, to really step back and reflect and make ourselves better. Kane always talks about well, better, how. What do I do well as a coach? What could I do better as a coach? And how am I going to do that? And I think I've been able to kind of take a step backwards and think about ways that we can improve our program, ways that I can improve as a coach. And I think we should all do that. I think now is the time that we can do that. We're always moving on to the next game, moving on to the next recruit. But now we really have a chance to take a step backwards and kind of reflect on where we are and who we are. And I think we have an opportunity as coaches to really recharge our batteries and re-energize. So when we do get back, our focus is at an all-time high, and we're going to become better leaders and better people. I think we have a chance here to make the most out of it's a tough situation, but you have to embrace it. I don't want our guys looking in the rear view mirror, looking back or looking forward. Our big thing is to stay in the moment, day by day. What are you going to do today to make yourself better? And I think as coaches, especially now, we can definitely do that. So those are my 2 cents for today.